Hello, my wonderful students. In this lesson, we'll be looking at GIS, which is Geographic Information Science or Geographic Information Studies. And the lesson outline or the lesson objectives are: 1. You should be able to define GIS or Geographic Information Science. 2. You should be able to state and explain the various components, uses, and examples of GIS components. First, what is Geographic Information System? Geographic Information Science stems from the field of Geospatial Science or Geospatial Information Science. It is the art and science of the use of computers and its peripherals to design, reconstruct, capture, analyze, and manage geographic-related problems, as well as to make informed geographic decisions in any area of geography, which can be edaphic, geological, hydrological, environmental, or agricultural. What are the components of GIS? When we say components, we mean what are the related parts that can work together as a whole to make GIS realizable, workable, or usable or realistic. Such components are GIS software, GIS hardware, GIS humanware, GIS tools, GIS data, GIS procedures, and many others. First, let's look at GIS softwares. GIS softwares are programs or applications which are interface that makes GIS workable or which can be used to view and perform all the functions of GIS through a four-dimensional interface. Examples of such softwares or programs that are specially designed for a specific use are: we have 1. Calypso, which can be used for all purposes of geological mining to provide solutions to all mining situations, whether they are explorative or exploitative in nature. Then we also have Whitebox GAT, which is a Java program that can be used for innovative geospatial solutions using Earth geometric coordinates to solve various problems that are related to dimensions on the Earth's surface. Moving forward, we have the second component of GIS, which is GIS humanware. When we say humanware, we mean all professionals or all types of personnel that work with GIS to earn their livelihood. Examples are the various programmers, web designers, software engineers, and other computer users in the field of GIS. We also have GIS tools, which are the various parts of the interface or programs, or which are the various elements used to design the programs. We have lines, dots, pictures, microfilms, and other related animations, as well as text to make informed decisions. GIS hardwares are computer peripherals or part of the computer that can be attached to give out a various output or to input materials into the computer. Examples are divided into 2 parts. We have the computer peripherals like scanners and other gadgets that can be attached to the computer like keyboard, cameras, etc. Then we also have the second part, which are independent free agents that are controlled by the computer in the field or in space. Examples are drones, sensors, satellites, and other elements like rockets. Next, we have GIS geographic data, which can either be relational or positional. The two types of data that we have in GIS are: one, relative data. Relative data is an attributive data that has all the elements related to a specific variable like human being, a planet, or a particular environmental condition. Then we have the second one, which is positional data. A positional data is any element that use line to solve geographical problems mathematically or geometrically. They are the various geometric coordinates on the Earth's surface, like latitude and longitude, which can be used to solve problems of time, distance, navigation, and air control. Examples of such interface or programs that makes it realistic are Global Positioning System, which is regarded as GPS, which can be used for navigation in cars, phones, and other areas. Then we also have the geometric coordinates like Google Map System or Google Map Service. GIS procedures are legal frameworks or laws as well as guidelines which can be used when dealing with GIS situations so that they cannot be abused or so that sanctity can be maintained or government control can be exerted. These frameworks of procedures can be global in nature when they are being provided like supernatural entities like NASA, which has different countries as members or which is intercontinental in nature. Then we also have European Union, which has all the countries of Europe under its umbrella. So they provide laws and guidelines that tend to guide many countries in their GIS dealings, especially in the area of space exploration, research, and exploitation. We also have GIS procedures that are national when they are being provided by one country for its citizens. Example is Nigeria laws or Nigeria guidelines as related to the use of Nigeria Landsat or Nigeria Land Satellite. What are the importance of Geographic Information System? The importance of Geographic Information System are very many based on the fact that they can be used in different fields or scope of geography, whether they are edaphic, agricultural, mining, air control, aerodynamics, or hydrodynamics or environmental science. So because of that, we are going to look at some specific importance. Like one, they can be used to control or they serve as a solution to rapid response in the time of emergency during earthquake, oil spillage, as well as other environmental hazards. They can be used to control agricultural activities as well as agricultural yield in the area of stripe cropping, controlled grazing, and control of ranching due to environmental climate change to cut down the level of methane being produced by cattle. 3. They can also be used for air control in AVAC in different airports for air navigation and airspace control. They can also be used in battle to navigate from one point to another in the sea or in the air using GPS and other Earth's geometric coordinates. They can also be used in our houses and in our cars for navigation as well as temperature control, or pressure management. They can also be used in climate and weather forecasts as well as management. They can be used for the management of environmental conditions in areas of mining or in the area of industrial pollution. GIS is also handy for traffic control, crime control, and control of settlement problems, especially where crime is high. So government tend to use GIS to take various relative data concerning criminals as well as citizens. GIS is also handy for geospatial solutions in the area of finding isolates or managing isolates or managing different climatic conditions and their elements. GIS is a great tool when it comes to remote sensing or remote exploration in geography, where remote sensors are being used or drone as well as satellite in space to collect information regarding a specific information relating to a given planet, especially those that are very far, cold, or too hot. These drones tend to send messages to the Earth as they are being controlled by various computers in the Earth. Others are sensors that are being programmed, attached to helicopters, cars, as well as other platforms like rockets or satellites, sending images and pictures to the Earth. So I hope you understood all that has been said, or all questions, issues that have been raised in this video. So watch the video, read the content page very critically so that you can be able to answer questions following this lesson. Till our next lesson, au revoir.